So here I am in red light, green light. Did not make it through. Got kicked out a couple hours into it, but had a great time. Okay, well, I'm doing a video that I can't believe I'm having to do. Um, Unfortunately, I did not get through red light, green light. Yeah, we ended up having to like hold positions for like 20 minutes at a time. A couple of ladies were counting. I was at the very front. Me and a gal, we stayed. My plan was to stay up against the wall the entire time. So the very first time we had to stop, I was kind of in a position like this where I had to stay for like 20 minutes. So the second spot I got up to was in much better up against the wall, and they manually popped my thing. So I had motion like sensors, vest on and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of did a little bit of a protest on it because as soon as we came out, there was like three other people that said they were watching me because sometimes when your head's turned, you can't look, so you're looking at someone the entire time. And they had said this guy never moved because as soon as I walked off, I was like, I thought it was a malfunction on the vest because I was in such a good spot and just never budged. So I know a lot of people are probably saying that, but truthfully, I never budged. So yeah, I don't want to say this or that. Had a great time. I want to thank Netflix, the production, the show on it. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. At a chance, 4.56 million. I had a blast. Made some really good friends there. I'll tell you a few things that happened while we're there. So what people aren't going to realize is, so we're in London at the time, and that yesterday was like the coldest day they'd had in a long time. So I'm going to say it was probably 30 degrees. Well, we go into this hangar that is the biggest building I've ever been in. It's massive. So they set a stage up that looked exactly like red light, green light, the exact same thing. So we had been, in these little tents, getting all of our mics and the motion sensors, things all set up and ready to go. Well, they kind of had us back and forth and showed us the stage and stuff like that, or just the court, whatever you want to call it. But what people aren't going to realize is when she went inside, it got like 20 degrees colder. And I'm not exaggerating. It was probably 10 to 20 degrees in there. I was in there literally, I'm not exaggerating, for 5 minutes. And I thought, I didn't know if I was even going to be able to make it to the first game because everybody was like kind of saying the same thing. Like, they didn't know they were going to be able to make it. It was so damn cold. Now, they had a couple like little warmers in each of these tents. There was probably like, 12, maybe 10, 12 tents. And you with your numbers, a certain set of numbers that you're in there. But these were little bitty heaters. But the cast and the crew, they're all walking around, in stocking caps and gloves, and it was the coldest. I won't say it's the coldest temperature I've ever been. It's the coldest I've ever been in for what I had to wear. Absolutely freezing. My stomach was in knots. I've never been more nervous about anything in my entire life. But yeah, so when you see the TV show, you'll have no clue about how freezing cold it was. So yeah, so after we got there, none of us really thought they were going to do anything because I'd had 40 minutes sleep the night before, literally. I had to be up at 4:10 and went to sleep at 3:30 because crew and stuff are coming to get your luggage and medics are having to come by like at 12:30 at night. So we were all just dead tired. Um, so we got there, like I said, as soon as we got in, we're like, oh my gosh, it just even if I would have got through red light, green light, in my mind while I was playing the game, I was like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to stay any longer. And I know people are going to be like, oh, quit being a big baby. But until you actually go to a place and you're like in 10 to 20 degree weather and you don't hardly have anything to wear except a jogging suit and a couple little things under it, yeah, you just have no clue how cold it is. But yeah, I want to thank the cast and the crew for Netflix, for the Squid Game Challenge. What a great opportunity it was. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. Did I feel like I moved? No. Now, I'm sure there was a lot of people that walked out were saying the exact same thing. So I just kind of kept my mouth shut after I talked to production. And because when I walked off, like I said, I thought there was a malfunction on it. And I just said, hey, I think the thing malfunctioned. And as I was saying this, some of the people had kicked out too behind us, or with us, I should say, with me. He came by and said, look, I saw this guy. I was looking at him the whole time, and there was three of them. They're like, he never budged a bit. So they kind of talked a little bit for just, about 15, 20 seconds, and they came back and said, look, hey, we're so sorry. And at that point, they weren't going to put me back in a game where it's already been started. So I get that. So whatever happened, these are just things that happen from time to time, whether it was technical error or something like that. But I still had a great time. I want to thank Netflix. I want to thank the Squid Game Challenge. I feel so sorry for the casting crew, the production crew and stuff on this because this is so massive. I went downstairs this morning from the hotel, and it is absolute chaos. People are trying to get out of airports. People are so pissed off. you know, there's some other things that I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to get any of the negative stuff, because I think you can always. It's all about positive experience. I mean, yeah, there was obviously some people downstairs that were not happy about certain things that happened, and yeah. But again, I may do a follow up after this video, after I post this at the end of the year. I may do like a follow up, answer some more questions about kind of really some more in depth stuff about the game that kind of happened. But yeah, no, I'm going to take it for what it is. It was a great experience. Got to come to London for a week and hang out and compete. And yeah, I mean, I'm really in shock. I mean, anyone that knows me, that competes against me knows that, I'm a competitor. It's kind of first or nothing for me. So yeah, I was just in a great spot. I thought, I didn't think I was going to have an issue with it. So unfortunately that was not the case. I guess it was out of my control what happened. And I am headed back home. So I have a flight tomorrow. Now here's where some confusion's at. So I've got to go downstairs and try to figure out if my flight is actually at like 2:10 or is it 8:10 in the morning. These types of things. Got to go from there. Here, there's a ton of snow in St. Louis area. It's going to happen today and tomorrow. Yeah, other than that, great experience. I'm going to go try to see some sights today. Like I said, we're right beside Tower Bridge. I've been saying London Bridge the whole time. Let me clarify. It's the Tower Bridge that we are right beside. That's beautiful. Everyone said the London Bridge is just right down the river, the Thames River, just a little bit, and they say it's a lot crappier. So yeah, this bridge lit up. I'll get some video tonight of it when it's all lit up. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, I can't wait to come back. The staff at the hotel here was phenomenal. We're staying at the Tower, which is right beside the Tower Bridge, and just wonderful, wonderful. It's a 4-star hotel. Wonderful staff and crew. Now, this one thing I'm going to say, everything I've heard about the British food not being that great, I don't want to knock the hotel or anybody, but everyone's kind of said the same thing. Everyone is kind of complaining like it is pretty. I don't know. It's kind of a bland, weird taste of a lot of things. Yeah, the one thing I do not love about Britain, the only thing so far, I love the people. Oh my gosh, the people are so friendly. There are some people from Britain, a guy named Tom and his wife. They were from Essex. Where were they from? About 45 minutes from here. But they were great. I mean, I made so many good friends, and I just hope when it's all said and done, whoever wins it, it's someone that I know. Now, the problem is you may not see me on a lot video because I was trying to stay up against the wall. Every time they were recording, I was up against the far left-hand wall. And they would kind of get about to the third person beside me and then stop recording. So I don't know if you'll see me a lot on camera because I did not want to lose that spot on the wall. So every time I would try to get back there, because my strategy was just to kind of hug the wall and use the wall as support because I knew we were going to be standing a while. And I was absolutely right on it. So yeah, it worked out really well. And like where I had to stop the first time was literally right in front of a camera. So they had cameras all around. They had people with binoculars that were looking back to make sure people were moving too. Then they had drones that were flying over. So while you were paused, you were in a position. So the first time that they stopped me, I was up against the wall, but my arm was I kept my arm in my pockets, so they wouldn't move a lot. But my head was turned and cocked a little bit. So I was kind of in this position for like 20 minutes. And yeah, and I don't know how long they're going to show, but there was a couple ladies that were on my bus when we were coming back. They said they were counting. One said 18, those said 20. So it was you had to hold a position for about 20 minutes at a time. So you're going to think, oh, I could do that. Well, just go somewhere, start taking a stride, and have someone tell you stop, and not move where you're at for 20 minutes. It was pretty impressive. And the very first one, I was in shock that no one. I'm going to say I think there were 3 people that were kicked. I don't say kicked off. I guess essentially kicked off, but they got disqualified from the first time the music played. Then it stopped. And yeah, and then the second time, there was quite a few more. And then there was a lady that passed out, some young gal, and she just passed out. And there were a bunch of people that were saying like medic, medic, medic. And I think those all got kicked out too. That was kind of more in the middle on the other far right-hand side. I was more towards the front. Me, I was almost at the very front of the line. So, and I was looking, towards the girl that turns her head and stuff like that. So I could never turn my head to see. I just heard the thud. And so whenever you end up dying on the show, you have to kind of lay there in the fetal position. So one of the guys that was behind me, he was trying to get past me, and I hated because I was kind of right beside the wall. But he was kind of straddled right above me, so my arm was in a position, so I didn't want to affect him. So I tried making sure that I didn't touch him or move him. And but yeah. It was a fun game. It was a crazy experience. It was the coldest thing. Oh my gosh. To anybody who wins this show, they definitely earned that 4.56 million. So I hope it's a couple people that we're hanging out with and joking with, because we've definitely met some interesting characters. And when I say there's a couple characters on there, oh my gosh, one of the guys that's Redlocks that we were hanging out with, he was so damn funny. Another guy named Kevin, a super nice guy. And yeah, I mean, everyone we talked to was just great attitude, great people. I think they picked very outgoing, good people for this show. So yeah, kudos to them for that. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. But you know, I can't wait to get back home, see CC and see Cash, my dog, and get back to work and things like that. So yeah, I'm bummed, but I'm in a nice warm hotel room right now, and I'm definitely not suffering. And anyone who made it 24 hours, even just going in that building and staying 24 hours, you know, my hat's off to you. You know, if there's any Canadians that were on the show or anybody like that that's used to cold weather, they will probably have a huge advantage. If you're from Southern California, and there was a gal named T that was super nice, I met from Miami, and she'd been almost on Survivor, really close, a couple times. So she was really cool and really nice. And but yeah, I felt really sorry for people, you know, that used to this warmer climate. But other than that, I want to kind of just do a video and kind of recap kind of what happened. Yeah, I did not make it through red light, green light, which I'm just, you know, I've kind of got a pit in my stomach right now, because I feel like a failure. But you know, I'm just gonna say I didn't move. You know, I didn't move. And they manually pop the little, there's like these little blood things, so it just pops, and it's like a little dye that gets on your shirt, and I can't wait to, you know, watch it and see what happened, unless I'm just 100% wrong on it mentally. But yeah, I was just in a very good spot, and yeah, but all in all, you know, can't wait to watch the show. I can't wait to see who wins the show, and maybe if they do, I don't know, if they do a second season of this, maybe it's something I would, you know, maybe I consider doing again and coming back and maybe trying it again. But I don't know. I mean, if the weather's that cold, I'd have to say, I think maybe I don't mind struggling some, but just freezing to death, that's not for this guy. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. So it was somewhat short-lived. I mean, you know, I've been here a while doing it, but they put a ton of effort into it. The stage, I keep on the stage, the court that they built. I mean, it looked exactly like the show. So just super, super nice. And yeah, there was a lot of time and effort in the building. It's the biggest building I have ever been in my life. Now, we're from St. Louis, where they've got, this is like an airplane hangar, I'm sure, like some old airplane hangar they had. It was just massive on a scale that when you get, I mean, when you're driving up to it, you're like, oh my gosh. So we had some massive ones in St. Louis too, you know, the Chrysler plant there, and we have Boeing and stuff there too. So I'm used to seeing some pretty big buildings, but this one was pretty massive. So yeah, other than that, it's the afternoon. I did sleep for like 12 hours last night. That's the longest I think I've slept in like 3 days here, was last night. So I think I was just mentally exhausted, but not physically. Yeah, that's kind of one of those things where, you know, I just yeah, kind of bummed about the whole situation. But I'm going to go out. I'm going to try to see the sights a little bit, do a few things. I'm going to go down and check, because I'm not sure about when I leave. I don't know if my flight was in my time or if it was in London time, so I've got to kind of figure out. It's just madness downstairs right now. So I was going to give a little bit of time down there to kind of see, let it maybe dwindle away a little bit, and then kind of go from there. But that was my experience on the Squid Game Challenge. I had a blast. I would recommend anyone, you know, try something like this. I mean, is it going to put you out of your comfort zone? Absolutely. But at the same time, you know, I got to meet so many cool people from all around the world, and they said there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that applied for this show, and think that I was one of them, which is great. So I want to thank all the network executives and producers and the casting crew and production crew for giving me the opportunity to do this. And yeah, had a blast. It was just a great experience. So nothing negative I could say. Hopefully I know someone who wins it. And yeah, you know, other than that, you know, you can't win anything if you don't try. So don't be afraid of failing. You know, we all fail. Eat a hamburger. They dropped us off some McDonald's at the door. And go check on my flight status for tomorrow. And then I'll just kind of do some video about that journey also. All right, thanks. Okay, so here is the Tower Bridge behind us. Man, when it is lit up at night, it is absolutely gorgeous. Thames River right behind us. Here's the Tower Hotel we've been staying at. Really nice place. I will say it is cold, cold, cold here in London. Man, there are so many walkers. I gotta give these people props because, man, they are walking all the time. But no, this is the first time I've really got to get out and do some video of anything outside the room. But yeah, no, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So you'll see right over here. I'll get one kind of back over here on this side. Yeah. All right. Well, they are getting us out of here. We're going to another hotel that's close to the airport. So I believe my flight will be leaving tomorrow at 2:10, and we will kind of go from there. But I hear there's a hell of a snowstorm in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm gonna fly to Dallas and then back there. So this will be my last video. I'm guessing, yeah, here at the tower. So other than that, yeah, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, just got to, they have sent us to another hotel that's a little bit closer to the airport. It's called the Moxie. Super nice. Kind of very modern. Oh, it's a little blurry there. But really cool room. Kind of small, but I don't know why it's so damn blurry here. All right, so here's kind of what, this video is gonna be terrible. I'll sit down over here. Okay. So just got to my room. It's I think it's probably around 7 o'clock. It's called the Moxie Hotel. Really nice. I think they said about 20-25 minutes. We're in what's called like the London Airport Square, but about 20-25 minutes. So my flight leaves around 2:10 tomorrow. I think I'm going to get a cab and stuff. I don't know, sometime I guess between probably about 10 and 11 tomorrow, or a shuttle to get to the airport to Terminal 2. Then I've got to walk for about 10 minutes to get to Terminal 3. So yeah, super nice. What we're gonna do is, I don't know, there's probably 30 people that's staying at the room right now, 40 people. And so one of the really good guys, his name's David, talking with too on the bus coming back here. Really nice guy. He did say he met quite a few of the people that had made the challenge. Oh my gosh, there is so much controversy going on right now. People that got across the line, then they ended up eliminating. There was a lady that I was in the elevator with at the last hotel and said she got across, and like 20 minutes later, they ended up popping her little thing and that she didn't make it. So when I went down, I slept for like 12 hours yesterday, 11 hours. So when I went down to the lobby, it was about 12 o'clock today. It was just mass chaos with people. So yeah, a lot of people pissed off, and stories of, they don't want this people, and this person look like this, and I'm not going to feed in any of that negative energy. It's kind of one of those that, if you made it, you made it. If you didn't, you didn't. I mean, it's a TV show. So I think they, for sure have their preconceived notions of who they would like to make it or whatever. But for that matter, I'm not going to say no one got cheated or anything like that. I know in that prior video I'd said that, I didn't move and other people were validating it. But, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So it's been a cool experience. I'm not going to dwell on anything that negative happened, so I'll be positive. I've got to meet a lot of really nice people, and I think some that I may even stay in contact with in the future. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to get on these shows, definitely get on it. The odds, you may not win it, and some things may happen. There might be some technical difficulties, equipment, things of that nature, that you'll make it. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I have my arms, my legs, and my health. I get to go back to a wonderful wife and life and dog and job, and can't wait to see get to my patients and things like that. So yeah, other than that, I just kind of vlogging this journey, and I'll have plenty of time at the airport tomorrow. I will say the one thing about the London airport is it is kind of crappy. I was kind of in shock at just how it kind of looked and kind of outdated, but other than that, man, the people in London, they dress to the nines. They are, everyone, females, makeup, hair done, guys. I mean, it looks like they're, everyone just looks so nice. It's really nice to see. I think compared to the States sometimes, I'm wearing a t-shirt and a blazer over here, and I feel totally underdressed. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go down. We're gonna have some drinks and get a pizza and something to eat. Am I disappointed I didn't win the 4.56 million? Oh my gosh, absolutely. But luckily, this guy from Iowa, his name is David. It was so nice being. People on the bus were saying such negative things. When we got to the airport, one of the ladies here was just complaining about, you've got to pay for your shuttle and you've got to do this tomorrow. And the show's gonna reimburse you back. And she was like, I didn't bring any money with me. And it's like, she's sitting there with 2 drinks in her hand. So we all kind of had a chuckle, like, she's talking about not having money to get to the airport, but she's got 2 cocktails in her hand. So I think there's going to be a lot of negative stuff you're going to hear.
because when I was in the lobby when we were checking out, I know there was quite a few people just blasting the show and posting a bunch of stuff online. So you're not going to see this until after the show airs, so I can't really do anything to kind of defend the show, but I just want to give Netflix, their entire staff, crew, producers, from top to bottom, a thumbs up. I would go back and try this again in a heartbeat. So yeah, whatever you happen to see, and I'm sure you'll see all these comments probably before, because like I said, this one I won't be able to put this together until after the show comes out. But no, the show did an amazing job. The crew just phenomenal. The stuff they've had to endure and take, I don't envy them one bit. But yeah, I'll just and I'll take the phone down, and we'll probably try to get some characters on video tonight and kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm going to come in and get freshened up and go downstairs, order pizza and get a cocktail or two, and yeah, just kind of head out for the airport tomorrow morning. And my flight leaves around 2:10, and I should be back in St. Louis, well, 2:10 London time, which technically is, I guess, what, 8:10 Central Standard Time. So I'll fly into Dallas, and then from there I'll be home. So I'll be home tomorrow at 10:45. So yeah, it's going to be a long, long day again. I guess it was about 17 hours of, I think, travel by the time we go back and forth and the time change. So I'm just looking forward to get home, giving Cece a big hug and kiss. I've got a ton of stuff for the Bounty series, our Battle series, the 2023 Missouri Motor Battle series that we're doing. So yeah, if no one has checked that out, or you don't know anything about me, I host a race series. I own a race team called Missouri Motors, and it's a race team for side-by-sides, mega trucks, ATVs. We are the best team in the country, if not the best. One of the best. The 904 is a really good side-by-side crew, so I want to give Byron Starr and his team a big shout-out because they are tough to beat. But yeah, I can't wait to get back, and I know my sponsors have been trying to get a hold of me, and I couldn't tell anybody that I was leaving. I know some of the people that are wanting to sponsor the events that we're having for our first event this year. Again, you won't know any of this until all this will be over by the time this gets played and put together. But yeah, I can't wait to get back to my Missouri Motor family and get the 2023 Missouri Motor Battle Series going. We're going to have 6 events. It's going to be a great year. So what a great way to kick the year off. It's January the 24th, I believe. Tomorrow's the 25th. And yeah, just a great way to kick the year off. Some exciting stuff. Got to be on the largest payout in the history of reality TV. Had a chance at 146. It went in $4.56 million. So not too many people get to say that. So staying positive about the whole thing, and just had a really good time. And again, I want to thank you all for watching. And I've got some memorabilia and some stuff. Like here's my tag and all this. So I want to keep some of these things and kind of put a little thing together when I get back home, and kind of go from there. But I'll do some more videos tomorrow. And thanks for watching. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And maybe at the end of this video, maybe a few more details. I don't want to give anything away, but I'll probably give a few little details here or there away about the state. All right, we're down here with part of the crew here. We got David from Iowa. Yeah, no. Well, if it comes to being warm, we're definitely not losers on that one, buddy. So I think there's probably about 30 or 40 of us. We should have been at this hotel the entire time, for damn sure. Like I said, you won't get to see any of this until after the show, but here we go. Hey, when it comes to having heat and food, we're winners for sure. Man, I was picking you, bud. I really was. We got Mr. Cannon in here playing some music. What's going on? And here we go. So a lot of these people I already kind of talked to when I was around the show. I didn't get to hang out with this guy on the show, but we hung out on the bus. And we did, yeah. What's your name? Mike. Unfortunately, no one's going to see this until after the show, but I've been vlogging this the entire time. Hell yeah, man. So I put a whole thing together, so they'll get to see this after the show for sure. Good chat with you, buddy. It was, if we're not going to win it, I'd rather go out when we did. I'll just leave it at that. That's for sure. Right, good job, man. You have one of the best attitudes. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, and this guy right here, this guy was rock solid. It's one of those things that, again, I'm not making excuses. The people you thought would probably never get past it, I feel like are the ones that did. I slept all morning, so I have no clue who really made it. David told me that He thinks there was probably about 100 to 150 who got past the first round.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, and no one, I think if the first stage of it went so well in the beginning, I think the problem was is they had to probably start getting people because no one was budging. I mean, it was like statues after the first round.
I think we gave them more than they expected.
100% agree.
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe in any conspiracy theories, but we had a great time. Like I said, this won't get posted until after the show. But where are you from?
Well, from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Yep.
And there was another guy I was hanging out with from Houston too. So again, you guys down in Houston, Miami, and Southern California, I wasn't envying you. I said the Canadian was probably going to win the whole damn show. But we got a Canadian over here with us, so I don't know if that's true or not.
So maybe not.
We're going to have some dinner, we're going to have some drinks, so we're just going to have a great time. I'll do some video and take some pictures.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so one of the friends I made in the very beginning, this is T. T's from Miami, Florida. I used to live in Tampa, so it was one of those that T has been so close to getting on Survivor. We were talking about, well, the show I tried getting on in season 2. She started season 2. She has made it all the way up to the 4th, I guess, closest to getting cast on there around that area.
Very close.
Okay, so she's this close. So anybody on Survivor, if you want someone that is going to be able to kick ass and survive, it is this chick right here. I'm telling you, she is amazing. How you didn't win this show, I'm in absolute shock on it. But we're going to make no excuses to grab some cocktails, but I'm so proud. There's so many people here. There's so many great people. I'm so glad you got to come here because we got to talk quite a bit when we were there. We were in the same tent together.
We were in everything together.
We really were.
We were in the struggle together.
We were, and no one will ever understand. And again, none of this is going to air until after the show's already aired. But no one will. All I'm going to say, anyone that thinks they're a badass, I want you to hold a pose like this for 20 to 30 minutes and do that about 5 times in a row.
In the 0-degree weather.
Yes.
That part.
I said 10 to 20, but you might be right. It was freezing cold, so I was telling Dan.
We got what it takes, baby, as long as we're not an extra.
That's true.
As long as we're not an
if
extra.
you're not going to win it, you want to be here with us right now because you are going to be freezing your ass off. And in my mind, I was thinking, even if I got through the first one, through Redlight, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it. I mean, I was close. I thought, this is going to be terrible if I have to tap out, but I was freezing cold. Now, I was going to be able to actually put the hand warmers in my feet. David was. Did you do that too?
Didn't they check your feet?
Well, they did, but I didn't have any in there. So
okay.
It was no big deal. But David said he did. But yeah, no, this girl right here, I'm just telling you, if Survivor, any networks are looking for anybody that is a competitor, super smart, beautiful, this is the person that you want to put on the show because T has got what it takes for sure.
Hey, him too. He wants to be on there as well.
Well, I'm looking for more like Big Brother. I need what I've learned about my survival skills is I need a bar, a hot tub, and a pool. I'll play the middle warfare the entire time. I'm going to leave the surviving stuff to T because what I've learned about myself is I've been cush way too long in life. My life is way too easy. I want no part of season 2 of this if it's going to be that cold again. But no, we had a blast. It seems like everyone here's got such great attitudes. We really can't talk much about it. But again, when I saw you, I was in shock this morning just for the simple fact is you were really my odds-on favorite to win. After I talked to you, I just saw. Well, I know I've tried getting on Survivor. You've been so close to getting on. I know what it really takes for the mentality to want to go on that.
Sure.
And just after talking to you, again, there was so much luck in the show, and that was the one thing when they put on there. What's the one thing you're looking the least most about the show? I said the luck factor. And there's a lot of stories you're going to hear about. You know, I didn't move, and again, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think there's definitely a little bit of validation with some of these things, but I think they were so overwhelmed that no one moved in the beginning. Like the first stage, I knew 3 people that had got knocked out in the very first stage of it. And I mean, when you're looking at basically 453 people that one time that had not moved, I think that they were like, oh my gosh, if anyone breathes too hard, they're going down. But we want to really thank the people at Netflix for giving us this opportunity. And again, you just remember this face right here because you're going to see her on TV, and this is going to be a winner guarantee.
Someday, T-double-E, baby.
Let's drink some cocktails, we're going to tell some stories, and we're going to make a shit ton of excuses. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Deuces.
The guy after my own heart over here. He's got the bibs on. This is the kind of guy I hang out with all the time. I guarantee you, this guy either has a tractor or a side-by-side or a 4-wheel drive truck. One of the 3 for sure, and maybe all 3. All 3?
I have a 4-wheel drive truck.
Okay, Jamie, where are you from?
I'm from Oakland, California.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't expecting that. So tell me about the experience you had.
It was a lot of fun. I love cold. That's what I came for, is the freezing cold. The aching joints, the long periods of standing or sitting in awkward positions and just in dire pain. That's what I came for.
If you're looking for that Squid Game challenge, it's the game for you for sure.
That's right, baby.
All right, represent Oakland, California, Jamie. Great job, buddy.
Oaktown.
Oaktown. Oh, a Bay Area right over here. And did you say Tobago?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
No way.
CC's in the house.
Oh, man.
Where'd you say you're from? Where are you from?
No, I'm from Georgia, but I live in Oakland.
Okay.
Like, I
Wow.
always say San
What's the
Francisco
odds
make it easier,
of
but
456
I
people?
was like, okay, Oakland. So every time I say Oakland, people
Wow.
are like, you're like, yeah.
Okay, rolling.
Where are you from?
All right, we got some serious Jenga going right now. He still got it. He still got it. Yep. Oh, now does he get to place it? Thomas. I think David's up next, isn't he? Okay.
I'm gonna do the opposite of what he did.
Like I said, David's from Iowa. Uh-oh. Oh,
Yeah. Hey, Sean. What? What's that? Oh, she went.
yeah.
I think it's your turn.
Sean, I think it's Sean's up.
Yeah, she went.
This is so hard.
Okay, so crisscross. You can do this line or left.
This line.
You really want to get the ball on camera.
This might be it too.
Oh, I think so.
I would say Thomas tested quite a few.
Fuck, both of you.
The bottom one is at work. The bottom one?
Oh, watch it, watch it. He was so close. Kevin here, like one of my buddies that we made here. I thought he was going to make it. Me, him, and a guy that I call Dreadlocks, Banana Hammock.
Oh yeah, man. We had a plan. It was working, man. This got cut out, man.
Kevin, hey, man, I'll tell you, me and this guy, we bought at the beginning. Me, him, and a guy named Dreadlocks.
Yes, man.
And I forgot what his name was, but I mean, I was telling the story about.
He was 432. No, 431.
422. He was 422.
Wait, no, I was 430. I was 423. He was 422.
Yeah. So we kind of all got together at the beginning of the game, and he said Dreadlocks, we call him Dreads. He was still in the show. Kevin, how far did you get? Because I was about midway when I got popped.
We got to where it was 38 seconds left. 38 seconds left, and we made a decision, right? So he was actually, we worked together as a team the whole time. We actually, we came up with a plan. We was executing. We was using the wall. It was working. Everything was working, and then at the end, I was like, when I saw you go, I was like, oh no, wall may be working, but we gotta keep on going. So we and Dredd, we kept going. We was like, all right, we have to keep up with the plan. At the end, it was like we already had the way to win. We had to make sure we hit to a certain spot each time.
Right.
We was like, okay, if we're gonna make it in 130 seconds, we're gonna have to make it, man. It's all right. We much love with everybody. But 38 seconds, 25 people got popped. That was the story, man.
All right, we'll conclude this as part one of this interview. We'll come back. We're gonna take a picture of everyone again.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so we're getting everybody back again. We're gonna do another picture. I think there was a couple people that didn't make it in. So what we're doing is, we did a video here a minute ago. We're gonna picture and a video. We're gonna redo it again, because I think a few people didn't make it in. So we're gonna do this one more time.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait for you, Alicia. We got you.
Hey, where's your phone at? Where's your phone? I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you. Yeah, got a couple of guys over here playing some ping pong. Hey, this was one of my odds on favorite. When I saw you, I just said, you know what? This guy's gonna go far. I don't know. You just had a great attitude. So I had no clue, but I really, yeah.
What's up?
Where are you from?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Okay, a long way. I'm in St. Louis here.
St. Louis? Let's go.
St. Louis. Where are you from? What's your name?
California, Cece.
Cece from California. My wife's name's Cece. What part of California?
Oh, Bay Area,
Bay
San
Area.
Francisco.
I love San Diego, Mission Beach.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna come back. We're gonna play some Jenga here with Cece. All right, Dan. I got a pizza too. Dan just got a pizza.
Have a slice.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get these guys over here. Okay, we got a few more people that's in here right now. I didn't get everyone. Gals, we were down in the lobby this afternoon together. She was not very happy this morning in the lobby.
I'm okay now.
Yeah, just a little bit of roundabout just of everyone right here. We got the Canadian guy, which I said a Canadian was probably going to win this. I have a really good chance. Okay, we got a few more right over here. We got Supergirl in front of us. Okay. I think we had a couple guys over there. Hey, check this out. Get the mini here. This bar is killer. This hotel. This is the hotel lobby. This is actually the lobby of this hotel. So very, very cool. All right, got a couple people over here. All right, hey, where are you from?
Jersey.
Jersey?
Yep.
You're not Sean, are you?
Yeah.
Sean, oh, hell, this is the guy we were standing in line together, me, you, and the girl the one night talking. You're from New Jersey. She was from New Jersey. I was from St. Louis.
Oh, like upstairs,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. When
Yeah,
you got a
my
mask on,
man.
everyone looks
What was your
different.
name?
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sean, it's just one of these guys that,
Are you on FaceTime?
No. This I'm putting a video together. Once the show airs and it's done, then I'll post this.
Oh, nice.
Kind of my way.
Awesome.
I don't want to get sued right now, but it's just kind of some raw video about this right here.
We went through hell yesterday. I think a lot of us, we all won.
I'm going to agree. At the end of the day, we're maybe not going to get the money, but the experience was crazy.
Experience the people.
It really is. It really is.
Doesn't
and,
matter.
there's a lot of there's a lot of people that aren't very happy, but at the same time, I'm gonna
like a good like-minded community.
This guy right here had the best attitude. So anybody that was in a bad mood, this guy can put you in a great one for sure. But okay, so we got. Hey, who do we have over here by Sean?
Kevin.
Kevin, where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, OPA, huh?
Yes, sir.
You got a new senator from what I hear.
Yeah, what happened? First time over in Europe. Happy to be here. Met some awesome people from all around the world.
Great.
We all have different stories.
How was your
to tell.
experience? How was your experience?
Great. Good. Honestly, we all have a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth, but all in all, happy to be here. Met some awesome people, and I think it's going to turn into a lot better than what we all expect right now.
Agree.
Met some lifelong friends and couldn't ask for any more. This is like a study abroad without having to pay to go.
Oh, agree. This is like 1 week in your life. Now, again, as bad as this, imagine for second place to go through the entire thing and get nothing.
Listen, all I can think about is I'm no worse off than I was a week ago.
Amen.
And I got to meet all these people. Have a great week in London.
Great attitude.
It's been fun.
No, I loved it so much. I think we're going to come back. My wife and I back to London. So my neighbors come here all the time.
I have to come back. My fiance's already giving me a little bit of a hard time for coming without her.
And I believe Dan, he's going to be taking his wife back here also.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. We'll all get together and we'll set the plan for the Squid Game family reunion.
I would love that. I would love that. Like I said, my name is Josh Carmen. So if you guys want to find me on Facebook, it's C-A-R-M-O. Okay. So just to show you, all those muscles means no dexterity with the hands.
No, definitely not.
Hey, if there's ever been a model for a TV show, I guarantee you, if they didn't want this guy on the show, none of us had a chance for sure.
He was supposed to be pointing the camera at me when he was saying that.
I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear. He's like a young Lorenzo Lamas or whatever. No, but yeah, so all the conspiracy theorists, they're talking about they didn't like the way they look. If they're kicking this cat off, I don't want to hear any bullshit stories about it because this guy, I called him Beefcake tonight. One of my good buddies, he works out all the time, and I call him Beefcake. But no, Sean was a super good guy, great shape. And you're a trainer, right?
A trader?
Did you say you're a trainer? A trainer?
No, I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm a marketer and not as fun.
Okay, so if anyone's looking to get anyone on a TV show or any shoots, how do they get a hold of you, Sean?
At Sean_Azari on Instagram.
Now, if you get on a TV show and you win something, or some company calls you to do some modeling and you make millions of dollars, I want you to remember that this is what got you on there. So don't forget us little people in life, all right?
Yeah, the small people. What are you talking about, my man?
And hey, you're looking to ever go skiing, Scranton, Pennsylvania, Montage Mountain. You call your buddy Kevin, we'll get you hooked up.
Oh, a ski guy, all right,
yeah,
fantastic.
We'll hit you on the mountain.
We'll try to do a few more videos. I'm just getting them knocked out as fast as we can. Okay, we just got to the London airport. My flight's at 2:10. So gosh, it's only about 11 o'clock, so I've got like a 3-hour wait. Time we took the shuttle, I was told it'd maybe be an hour, but we actually got here in about 20 minutes. So, it's gonna be a long day. I think I'm
going to get back in St. Louis at 10:45, so it's about 24 hours. I'm going to have, I guess from start to finish, or 20 hours, I guess maybe 18 hours. So yeah, we had a great time last night. So a bunch of us that were on the show were at the same hotel, so we had a few drinks. They all went to another bar and got partied up, so I was just I was ready just to make sure I got back to the room and just got some rest. I was super tired. I'll probably do a video or two while I'm waiting today. I'm going to debate probably the next couple of weeks how I want to end this video, as far as, you know, how in detail I want to get of how the games actually were, how the environment was, which was pretty crazy. But so I'll do another video. And sorry, I'm trying to be quiet because there's so many people around. I'll do another video, but yeah, I think I'm really say exactly what happened on the entire thing, and for, you know, player 384 here.